Okay, launched up my game. About to start streaming. Give me a few seconds to set everything up. Yeah, I think I can close that. Oh shoot, where is it? There it is. Minimize the game to prevent everyone's ears from getting destroyed. There we go. Hello, Cameron. We are not doing the Adele crap. No Adele memes, please. I have low latency mode on, by the way, so yeah. Put something in the chat real quick and I'll tell you how long it takes for me to actually receive it after I say it. What do you mean noob? What you call me a noob for, Arctic? For once you're actually managing my channel. I have low latency mode on now, so yeah. Why are you calling me a noob, Arctic? Oh crap, I forgot to post the video, that's the problem. Let's try this. Copy link address. Dang it. Okay, it's working. So we are good. Let's do something. I don't know why, for some reason the YouTube app doesn't actually associate those things. Okay, I think we're good. Oh no, not those memes. Racemaster Dave is playing Summit, but I'm not gonna do that today. I'm gonna do a faction mission. Let's do longest course today since I haven't played that in a while, so check out my stream real quick. I dropped a few frames, but that shouldn't be an issue. Let's test to see if the low latency mode is actually working now on YouTube now that I've actually properly set it up. Let me know when I pass by the traffic car, that traffic car, on your side. Okay, hold on. You know what? How about when I hit that checkpoint? That next checkpoint. Let me know when I hit the checkpoint on your side. The upcoming one. Why not the memes? Well, because we use our own original memes, not the dank ones, Kappa. Okay, when I get to that checkpoint, everyone who's in the stream, let me know when I reach it on your end to see how long it takes for me to get there. Whoa. If you're there, Arctic, do that test with me. So when I hit that next checkpoint, just say when I hit it. Just put hit it or something. Or checkpoint. You can just put CP in the chat, letting me know that I hit that checkpoint up ahead. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000, 4 1000, 5 1000, 6 1000, 9 1000. Geez, that is a big latency still, and I have it on low latency mode. That was about 10 seconds delay. Not nearly as good as Twitch, but I think it's still less than what it was before. So that's pretty good. About 10 seconds. Yep, that's the problem I was having. Apparently I had it on normal latency mode, which is pretty much the longest delay you could possibly have on YouTube. And now I've put it on low latency mode, which is pretty much as short as it gets, like 10 seconds. Yep, from now on I'm going to be using the low latency mode, not the normal latency mode, since that's way too slow. Apparently it's hidden really, really far down in the YouTube settings and the advanced settings for some unknown reason. "10-second delay is not that bad, honestly. It's not nearly as good as Twitch's probably. Well, it's not as good as Twitch's latency, which is like 8 seconds on the low latency mode. Oh, jeez. Damn wall. No, no. Man, the Crew 2 is still so far away to get to. And it turns out I'm going to be waiting for the GPU to come in. Like I was saying yesterday, I was planning on getting a 570. But with the news coming out of the Bitcoin mining going down, I'm most likely going to be getting a 580, RX 580 graphics card. Did I say GTX 570? I meant 580. 570, an RX 580 Radeon graphics card. Even though the RX 580 is basically on par with the 480 RX, I'll get the 580 since that's the newer one. It's slightly cheaper. Not even slightly cheaper, a lot cheaper since this is a rebrand. Hopefully the RX 580 will be available still at the time when, yeah. Hopefully when what am I saying? Hopefully the RX 580 will still be available when the prices finally drop down to manufacturer prices. Still not going to be the most powerful graphics card out of all of them. I don't remember exactly what the RX 580 is based on, but from looking on freaking what's it called? There was some website to compare specification your computer setup on the internet. It was called Game Debate. I used Wildrun as an example. I compared the RX 570 to the GTX 970, and they were pretty much on par with each other. So it's still not going to be the most powerful graphics card that I will have, but still. Yeah, I know the RX 580 is rebranded of the 480. Hello, Xbox Gamer. You're here on my stream for the first time in ever. Most likely what I'm probably going to do Arctic is when my grades come in for my physics class, and if I pass, I'll probably get that secondary monitor and 16 gigabytes of RAM, that just to start out with. Another OBS update. Yeah, there was a minor update. It wasn't anything too major. But it's definitely recommended if you're using the slideshow system on OBS for like what I do. I use slideshow system on my outro. So when I exited out of my OBS yesterday, it crashed while the animation was going on. So that update should have fixed that today. Which it's good to know that they fixed it in like less than a day. It's good to know they fixed that. I don't 100% like the new OBS setup. Everything seems more like squashed, and the whole entire like your scenes and so forth are just really, really strange now. Very, very much compressed and just going off the list, which makes no sense at all. Whoop. I bet this is the first time you're watching someone play the Crew, Xbox gamer. Oh! Where did he come from? Well, that's one way to get him out of my way. I want to try and get to 8,000 miles today. Should be able to. Yet the show. You're not going to be doing the mileage thing anymore? Alright. For Street Spec at least. That's going to take too long, I can definitely see that. You should probably do 10k miles on your drag car, Kappa. That's the only way you can truly use a drag car, to be honest, is with yeah, using a wheel with them, since they actually turn. Probably work on 20k for Perf Spec. All right. All right. Sound good to me. And from what I'm seeing, is what you're probably wanting to do is you're probably wanting me to end the faction mission relatively soon, and do one of your long-ass free drive challenges. Longest course is going to take an hour, so that's probably is the case. Whoa. On the highway to hell. I'll be completely honest with you, Arctic, I wasn't actually thinking I was going to be streaming this late today, but I did in the end. As of recently, actually as of today, my sleeping schedule is all screwed up because honestly, I don't have to do anything anymore. I don't have to go to my classes anymore. I don't have a reason to wake up early anymore, even though I have my alarm clock set as usual. $20k miles. To be honest, I'm probably never gonna do anything above 10k miles on my Perf Spec Stingray, unless I actually need something to do at some point. Traffic. Can I cut across here? Yes, I can.
That was weird.
What the hell? Wait, what? Where did you come from?
I came from outside.
Oh, it just occurred to me that I have the OBS set up so that the sounds are now disabled, so that's why he came in stealthily. That's why it was a big surprise. Fine.
You know how when you log back in, you have to start your car back up?
You're what now?
You know how when you leave the game and come back in and you have to start your car back up?
Yeah.
Forward focus rear lights flicker.
What the hell? That doesn't always happen.
On the Street Spec.
Some of the cars do that. They don't all do that. Why's my car damaged up? What the hell? Where are you? There you are. I've quit the faction mission. Let's do one of your long-ass free draft challenges.
What's up, Discord cooperates today.
It should cooperate. Uh-oh. Hold up. I need to get the door. Okay, I'm back. I told my sister to keep quiet because she just came home.
I'm gonna do a quick test run with the car that I rarely drive.
Heck, did you get a new microphone or something?
No, why?
It sounds like it's it sounds much higher quality. All of a sudden it sounds a lot more higher quality. Either that or they updated the servers and now the audio quality is better. I thought I told you to stay quiet. So? You don't have to be so loud. What is the so-called car that you rarely drive?
The Aston Martin.
Not Vulcan, Vanquish. That's not even in the game. Oh, the V8 Vantage. Okay, that's pretty good. It'll be interesting to see what, how the Vulcan is going to drive and sound in the Crew 2. Hopefully we'll be able to play with it in the beta stage of the game. That's what I'm hoping.
If anything, they'll just give us the cars that they showed us at E3 to play with.
Yeah, probably. Well, not just the cars, all the vehicles, the boats, the planes, and so forth, because the game's not about cars. Dang it.
I wasn't paying attention to my screen, and all of a sudden I see a cop in front of me.
What the hell? I just left that skill challenge, and, well, now I'm in your chase. Randomly, without even an invitation. Oh, because we're in the same crew, that's why I did that, probably.
No, it auto puts you in if you're close enough.
Maybe. Also, I figured out why you didn't get the access pass to the summit. It's because I won every single one of those two free drive challenges yesterday. So you have to get first place in those free drive challenges to get the pass.
It shouldn't matter.
I don't know, maybe it's just a bug. Max, power! Bong, he's dead. Accidental police chase. And now I'm drifting.
I seriously hate that shit.
It's kind of dumb
like,
that
you're done with the chase, let me just slam on the e-brakes for you into the wall.
Yep. That's
my
what
car doesn't need repairs, even though it's all dented up and shit.
Yeah, that's what happened in TDU2 as well. When you complete basically any story mission, across the finish line, it will automatically engage the handbrake, and you'll just go sliding, heck knows where. But the handbrake basically did nothing in that game. It was about as powerful as the normal brake. Can you be quiet? Jeez. Finally some peace and quiet.
What did you do, your sister leave the room?
Yep. I'm like in the worst place in the entire house. Right at the front door, basically. So you can hear everything. And if I'm streaming in the middle of the night, everybody else can hear me as well. So that's why I have to turn my mic off. Or talk very, very quietly.
Yep, I hear you.
Сумасшедший дом! Что ты? Я что делаю?
She's pissed at you?
No, I'm pissed at her. She's telling me to shush even though I'm here doing stuff. I guess you could say she's pissed. Oh.
Damn traffic.
I'll be honest, I can't... If that car comes into the game, it'll be interesting to hear what that actually sounds like, the V8 Vantage. It'll sound a hell of a lot better than what it is now.
Don't you mean the Vulcan?
Not the Vulcan, the V8 Vantage.
Oh.
The V8 Vantage is a specific V8 sound. Oh, and the 458 as well. The 458 sounded extremely flat in this game. It had absolutely no pitch to it. Oi! That traffic killed me. This is a slight bit of a tangent as well, but it turns out Need for Speed No Limits in a mobile app recently came out with an update that updated a heck of a lot of engine sounds on their cars. Pretty much most of the cars in that game use the generic V8 sound. Even the tuned Fiesta ST had a generic V8 engine sound on it when you maxed it out, which was dumb.
Nah.
But now, hence, it sounds like actual real cars. The Wyra sounds legit. The 911 GT3 sounds legit. Everything sounds pretty legit.
I used to drive this car in PvP back before it was cool.
I remember I have a video on that, on me using that in PvP as well. On YouTube. That was like one of the first videos I did with High Train. Collaboration videos. And that was back in the day when like pretty much most of the cars of the crew were balanced. Way before Wild Run came out. Oh. Damn traffic.
You got traffic too.
2 toaster cars in the way. Ooh. I mean, yeah, players were complaining about the crew having kind of bad engine sounds. They kind of did. But they all sounded... At least they didn't all have, like, one generic sound, which was just a blender. They all had, like, slightly different sounds. Whoa, sorry. Is that a carbon hood that you have on your V8 Vantage? Why?
I don't like that. Because the other hoods look retarded. They're all like opened up hood
toaster.
vents and shit.
Damn toaster car. Well, at least it kind of helped me.
Hood that's flat.
It's flat.
It doesn't have retarded air vents on them.
Hopefully, the Crew 2 will have pretty much stock parts available for every single car. They probably will. Judging by all the performance, quote-unquote performance cars, they should with stock parts on them.
Full stock with NOS, anyone?
No. Please no. That's not. Then they're not. Then they're not full stock. Oh shit. If the full stock cars had nitrous on them, then they're not stock cars. That's not how it works.
Their body kits are stock.
They could just be using the standard full stock body. They can program them to do that.
Yeah, like they do with cop cars, pretty much.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they just put the stock body on the stock bodies on those performance cars mainly because they just weren't ready. The visual parts weren't completely ready.
You haven't hit a traffic car back there?
There's not there. What traffic? There is no traffic.
Why are you 300 yards behind me?
I don't know what I hit back there. I think I crashed a while back, a little bit behind. I don't know.
Almost hit a grading wagon.
I'm not hitting anything because you're making all the traffic disappear.
Yeah, because I'm so far ahead.
This is a reverse version of that same track we were doing yesterday.
No, this is the forward version. And I hate this damn turn. I always end up flying off the damn road.
Well, there's a thing called brakes. Then again, we don't need brakes. They only slow us down. As Courageous would say. Random guy coming the other way.
That's fine.
I'll go to the left of him.
Stuck a spec too.
Damn toaster car. Did that toaster car do a 360?
I don't know, I didn't show
What
on
the
my
hell?
screen.
Why
Yeah,
is that
don't go through
sign solid? Why is that one solid?
Because Ubisoft.
Yeah, it's made
Just
out
like-
of titanium and has a huge foundation to the center of the earth.
Try going through those haystacks over there on the side of the road.
That's not gonna work.
Because they're solid.
They weigh more than most mountains in this game.
The haystacks.
Yeah, the haystacks are basically mountains. I kind of like with Forza Horizon 3. That's the only thing I like with Forza Horizon 3 is that you could crash into haystacks and you could make them roll around. They don't affect.
Sure.
Well, rip. Back on track. Yeah, that worked.
I didn't want to do that because I was afraid it might set me backwards more.
Don't bump into me though. Whoa. Oops, sorry. Why is it telling us to go off-road? Stupid GPS. Oh my goodness, that was too close. I was driving better on that faction mission, to be honest. Oh well. Whee. Oh shoot, sorry. Oh geez, everything is lagging. Are you streaming right now or no?
Yeah.
Oh, you are streaming, okay. Well, that's a tad bit awkward.
Why?
I don't know, because I didn't expect you to be streaming right now.
Hey, how that windmill just pops into existence when you get close enough.
I just saw that too. Oh my. That was a little too close as well. Yo.
Wow,
That was a little
shortcuts, yo.
Sorry, I can't read what you're saying. I don't understand what you're saying, sir. This is an English-only chat. That's what I don't really like about YouTube as well, is that you can't really put specific rules. Like with Twitch, when you first start, join someone's chat, it will show a pop-up with a message saying, these are the chat rules, please obey them, or something like that.
Yeah, the channel rules.
Yep. YouTube doesn't have that.
No, but you can put on your stream title, PC English only. Shit.
Yeah, but what if you can't read English, though?
Well, then that's their fault.
Well, you ain't wrong.
Thanks for not making the traffic spawn.
Wait, what? Making the traffic despawn? Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're at the right distance to have that happen. Traffic! Oh my god, that was too close. Leonardo, I assume that's French. I don't know though. Maybe Spanish. I can't tell the difference, to be honest. It's using English characters. Yeah, it sounds like Spanish. But I can't read Spanish. Steel Terminator. What in the hell is that username? Oh great, there's a guy who can't download the auto pack for TD2. I'm gonna have to help him later. Figure out what's wrong with it, what he's doing wrong.
Why do you have to help him?
Well, he's asking a question. I'll try my best to help him, but still. I'll try my best to help him.
Why can't he just go Google search it?
I don't know, man. That's just how it is. What in the hell?
That checkpoint's fucked up like that over here.
It was telling me
Here,
to
just go straight off the road.
where it's not even oh shoot. Well, I ended up being faster actually as a result from doing that.
Pushed back on track and put me all the way to the front end of the stupid freeway bridge.
There was one, I don't know why people just don't know how to use Google, to be honest, but to be fair, most people don't really post their fixes to Google for modded stuff. And not to mention, you also have to look through like many pages of a forum thread for modded stuff for TDU2, which takes a pretty long time. I was able to help that one guy on my comments who was not able to launch his game. And it was just a relatively simple error that he fixed with the help of me. In this case, this guy just can't download it in general.
What, it was a car pack or something?
Yep, it's a car pack for TDU2, a great big car pack. A series of car packs, actually, that some guy made.
That's probably why. They're probably broken files.
No, they work perfectly fine. I've downloaded them. They work perfectly fine. It's a trusted site. I'm pretty sure it's just deposit files not available in this region. A lot of people hate deposit files. There's even people like posting on that thread for the auto pack saying, "Why? How about you use something other than deposit files, like I don't know whatever that thing was. Dropbox, yeah, Dropbox or whatever." And then the person that created the mod's like, "Don't tell me what to use, boy." I mean, it even goes as far as like people who ask him like, "Can you make this mod or whatever?" And it's like, "Yep, for money." And he asks for like fairly ridiculous prices as well for making mods. I mean, I understand it's like a lot of work for him to do it, but still, he asks him to make a asked him how much it would cost to make a Nismo mod to replace the R35 in the game, and he said $15, which is a lot of money to give him.
The company would probably cost.
What?
So it'd probably be more than what the developers would cost.
Yeah, probably.
If they themselves.
I mean, he has to like get a mod, the modded vehicle from a certain game. In this case, that model was from Assetto Corsa, and he had to make it work for TDU2, convert it to work with TDU2, perfectly fine. Which is quite a bit of work. I tried it myself one time, and I just never could get it right, in the end. Even tried Trackmania 2 modding, never happened. I managed to make it work kind of decently. I made it to work in the end, but somehow, someway, something happened in the end with exporting the file, and it just never really worked. Never could figure it out. Nor did I have the time to actually try and fix it and figure out what's wrong. I just did it for the fun of it.
There's one thing I hope they add for the free drive challenges in the Crew 2, and that's the ability to turn traffic off.
Yeah, that would be a nice feature, or at least like make it,
off.
Yeah, collisions off so you could phase through the traffic. That's what Forza Horizon 3 does with their traffic. If you do a no collisions race, you just phase through everything, all objects on the side of the road, like telephone poles and stuff, traffic, other players, etc. The collision box on your model is just basically, on the car model, is just removed entirely.
I mean, they got that no collisions for PvP. I don't know why they can't implement it on the free drive challenge.
I don't know. Probably because the PvP is using a very, very old code. And it would be very, very difficult for them to fully implement it into the free drive challenge system.
Oh, we got the Crew 2 to use, so...
Yep.
Don't want to hear any bullshit from them for that.
I think they'll do it for the future. If they even have free drive challenges in the Crew 2 at launch, they'll probably add it in as an implementation in near the future. Part of a DLC, maybe.
DLC, no.
It probably won't be DLC. I mean, we already have the free drive challenge system implemented permanently into the Crew 2, but it gives you experience points instead of bucks. Which, from what I can see, it actually looks pretty entertaining. It actually gives you something to do. Going around.
Yeah, I would like to know how they're going to do that for the boat. Well, the boats would be easy, but the planes...
What, free drive challenges or what?
Yeah, for the free drive challenge for planes, it's
they'll
probably hard.
They'll probably specifically program it so that you can place checkpoints on like any kind of objects, like the city buildings, blimps, like we saw on the E3 Alpha Access. They had a checkpoint on top of a blimp and on top of a building as well. They'll probably allow you to place them pretty much anywhere you want. Or if an object doesn't exist, then I'll put, like, I don't know, a blimp there or something. Just to make it seem pretty legit. Overall, I really like what they've done with the Crew 2. They've done a lot of great stuff with it. They've implemented a lot of features from the Crew that were part of the Summit and just implemented them into free roam permanently. Like the speed traps are now a permanent skill in the free drive, which is nice. But kind of going towards Need for Speed Most Wanted 2012. But that doesn't quite matter. The Crew 2 is just mainly an arcade game now, just for fun. So whoever says, "Oh, it's not realistic," they can piss off. Forza ain't even realistic.
The Crew was never about realistic. It was an arcade.
Yeah. And then the people of Forza basically say it's a simulation game, yet the developers themselves said it's not a simulation game. I mean, yeah, they have the simulation steering, but that's there just for players who actually want to use it. But most of the players just use the normal steering.
There's one thing I also wish they would fix is stupid traffic always on damn turns.
Well, the traffic is random, and it just follows a predetermined route, so yeah, that happens. They could have at least made it so that like it would be like TDU2 traffic, so that if you're going like head on into traffic, then the traffic car would either turn to the left or to the right, just like with TDU2. Although there were times in TDU2 where the traffic car you'd think that the traffic car would turn left, but it would actually turn right, and you'd turn into it and crash into it. I've gotten that a few times.
Use GTA style, honk the shit out of them so they move.
Not even the traffic cars don't even respect the police cars, the police sirens. The Crew 2 is gonna be weird though, but we'll see what's gonna happen. It'll be interesting to see how long each side of the story will take approximately to complete. Hopefully it'll be like the same for each one, or roughly the same.
One will probably be longer than the other by like a couple minutes.
Yeah, probably. What I'm hoping, well, this is kind of a little bit of a long shot. I'm hoping for at least 6 hours of gameplay in the story. That'd be really nice. To just give you a full reason to actually play it properly. Or do it like Pro Street did and have like 12 hours of gameplay to 100% completion on just one of the stories. But yeah, we'll see what they'll do. And I'm also curious to know as to how many cars they'll actually have in the game, because the cars we had in this game, it's kind of lame how many we had. Less than 100, maybe like 75 at least, 75 to 80 cars, which is not that good to be honest.
No.
Hopefully we'll get at least 200 cars in the Crew 2. Hopefully from like a bunch of new manufacturers like Jaguar, obviously Honda, which we've seen leaked. Maybe
we'll get the Audis and Porsche.
Yeah, Audis and Porsche. The developers have actually done some good for the series this time around. I'm very proud of them for doing that. Even though some people would say they're starting a new game, so they're basically screwing everybody who bought the Crew. It's a better step in the direction, as far as I can tell. But that ship's already sailed. I'm pretty sure everyone's already accepting the fact that this is happening.
What I don't get is you could already pre-order Far Cry 5, and that game doesn't come out until next year.
That I don't get either, but I'm pretty sure they're probably still negotiating a price. Well, it's not that hard. $60.
No,
Let's go $60
already. You could pre-order it right now for $60.
Far Cry or the Crew?
Yeah, Far Cry 5.
The Crew 2 will probably be $60 again, plus a season pass for $25 probably, or $20. There's also the interesting thing to note is that is the Crew 2 actually going to have free DLC packs coming in the future because of that thing that happened with Ubisoft. The new person that signed up and said there's not going to be any more paid DLC packs in the future.
Well, we'll find out.
It'll be nice if they do that.
If you get the season pass, then you know there's going to be car packs going to come with it.
Yeah, but that's acceptable, but not like full-on expansions like Wild Run and Calling All Units, paid ones at least. I kind of don't agree exactly what happens with the Crew in terms of those car packs and so forth, and being able to individually buy the car packs, ranging between like $2 and I think it was $1 and $3 for each car, depending on what it is.
$3.
But what I really liked about TD2 is every single car was priced, every single DLC car was priced the same, which was roughly about $1 each. Every single car was worth $1 in terms of Atari tokens. I don't know how many DLC packs they implemented in the game, but there were quite a few of them. DLC cars, I mean. And they were all really cheap, $1 each. That's really good. And then there was the Casino DLC, which you could buy for like about, I don't even remember how much it was, like $60 or something like that.
Oh, the car pack that I bought for the Motorsports 6 was $3, and it came with 3 cars.
That's pretty reasonable, I guess. Then again, the Motorsports 6 free edition is a free edition, essentially. I forgot what it was called, the official name of the Motorsports 6 Windows 10 edition.
Apex.
Apex, yeah, that's what it was called, Apex. Are they going to do the same thing with Forza Motorsport 7? Are they going to make an Apex version of that?
No. Motorsports 7 is going to be for console and PC.
Well, to be fair,
same name.
Motorsports 6 Apex was most likely an implementation to test the Windows 10 port of the game.
It was.
That's the only reason why it existed, and from what I've heard, it actually was a pretty good port. But then Horizon 3 was a fairly bad port at the start.
Well, Horizon 3 was already being made long after Apex came out.
Yeah. And it's a much bigger game as well than Apex. It has to render the whole entire map at once. Wait, Apex also has the Nürburgring, but it's a paid pack, right?
Yep.
Okay. Then that doesn't explain it.
Some of the cars and tracks are behind a paywall.
And those cars that you unlock...
$5 for the tracks.
And there's the other cars as well, which you unlock, but you can also buy with real money if you're too lazy to unlock them.
Those stupid tokens.
It gives you a reason to play the game, though, to unlock every single car. The other thing I don't understand as well is with the players of the crew complaining about the rewards program as well, saying how basically unfair it would be. Well, all I have to say to those guys is take a look at the Forza pre-order pack, the reward system. That's even worse than what the crew has. In fact, back in the day, you could actually play like every single Forza game, and all of the newer Forza games, you'd get like millions upon millions of dollars per month just from the rewards program. And players complain about it, saying, hey, that's extremely unfair, and then Turn 10 was like, okay, fine, we'll nerf it. And they did.
Yeah, it's like 100, 200K now.
I mean, yeah, it was pretty unfair to all the other players as well. I mean, a little bit of a boost is perfectly fine, but like millions upon millions of dollars per month, that's really, really unfair. I mean, that's what they get for playing those other games, but still, fairly unfair. And from what we've seen, those rewards program cars for the Crew 2 are exclusive to the rewards program players, as far as they've said, but not necessarily.
Yeah.
They might add them in later.
Well, you never know because of all the fucking crybabies.
Yeah, probably. That's what happened with the Mini Cooper S back in the day. It was only available in a Street Edition pack, and then they released it to everybody as just a normal version. For once, you've actually caught up to me. YOLO! Oh, I couldn't fit in there.
Dumbass.
Oh great, it's this part of the map where it tells you to go off-road. On the stupid free drive challenge, even with your perf cars. It's like, hey, go off-road.
It's a shortcut.
Nope. Yeah, if you switch to your dirt spec car, then it's a kind of a shortcut, but not really. It'll be interesting to see how the physics of the Crew 2 are definitely going to feel as well, to be honest. A lot of players are saying there are a lot of people who played it at Gamescom E3.
I want to know what the hell that is up with that difficulty slider for the cars.
That's probably in terms of how difficult it is to drive. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking as well. I thought it was a difficulty slider to turn off certain assists, but that wouldn't make sense though. I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to be talking about that, to be honest, but it got leaked already. And yeah, that's kind of their own. That's kind of that guy's fault for accidentally showing it when he wasn't supposed to. They even specifically said in the video, it's like, oh, you're not supposed to show this. Yet he put it in there.
Ice cream truck had a turn at the same time also.
And then there was AR12 Gaming, who showed the RX-7 drift spec, even though he wasn't allowed to. And they even specifically said in Slap's video that they're not supposed to be driving that car. You could even watch. I remember watching the Slap Trains video, and he was like, "Hey, check, listen to the RX-7, so it's amazing." And Slap was like, "Oh, you're not supposed to be driving that, sir." And then the guy that's supposed to be watching after them is just looked really unamused. Was like, okay." But to be fair, it wasn't completely AR12's fault for showing those parts of the videos which he was not supposed to show, because his the other people on his team who recorded the gameplay didn't actually tell him that that was not supposed to be shown, and they probably didn't know it either.
Lack of communication.
Yep, lack of communication within their team. He didn't really get into too much trouble though from Ubisoft. They just said, hey, you weren't supposed to show this, but then they said it to him calmly. I don't know for a fact what they actually did say, but I do remember them talking about it in their Discord, saying that AR12 did kind of get into a little bit of trouble from Ubisoft, but they weren't mad about it.
It's like saying, oh, you're banned from E3 next year.
Oh my god, did you watch the EA conference with Need for Speed Payback and that guy Jesse Wilkins. He was like supposed to be talking about the game and the thing, and he got stage fright, and he severely screwed up his performance on stage. He called the guy who I forgot what his name was, but he knew his script, but somehow, someway he screwed it up as a result. And he called the guy who was head of director for Need for Speed Payback a name that he wasn't actually called. And it was all on live stream as well. I was watching it live. I'm like, dude, you seriously screwed that up.
Was it worse than what Michael Bay did?
What did he do?
He got stage fright so bad that he had to walk off stage.
Where was that though?
It was I think it was a movie thing at Comic-Con, or yeah, it was at Comic-Con, but I forgot what it was for.
Some people
for one of the Transformer movies or something.
I mean, fair enough. Some people have stage fright that's really, really bad, and some people are just totally fine with it. They have no fear at all. Where are you going? Oh,
not that way.
I see what you're doing. I remember this from a while back. It's still telling me to go back. There we go. Now it's fine. But yeah, that dude Jesse Wilkins was supposed to say like, oh, they're gonna put me into the game and stuff like that, model me into the game, blah 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 blah. But in the end, he didn't. He completely stumbled on what he was supposed to say, and yeah, he realized he severely screwed up. And so at the end of that, he actually released a video, a vlog of him showing that, and he looked on his Twitter to what his fans were saying, and it's like, Jesse did the exact same thing I would have done on stage. They were just all having a laugh. He knew he screwed up, but it was like, yeah, it's fine. What the hell?
Yeah, what the hell was up with that?
My game froze for like half a second.
Goes to show them backwards.
Goes to show them my GPU can barely handle this game. Even though it's a much higher processor than really any of the other graphics cards right now. 384 bits processor, which is pretty powerful.
Yeah, but you don't have the VRAM for that.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of works. It gets the job done. It even specifically says in the specifications that a GTX 580 is right at the recommended limit, right at the recommended level for the Crew. But for some strange reason, it always recommends the high settings in terms of graphical. It doesn't even say ultra. Not even if you put a GTX 1080 in there, it doesn't say ultra. It just says high every single time. Which goes to show that probably the ultra settings are broken on this game.
Probably.
That'd be an interesting thing to test. Why is it telling us to go that way again?
Because it's telling us to go on that road that we missed the first off-ramp.
It's like the GPS in real life. Except in this game, it's not nearly as evil as back in the day. The older GPSs were pretty funny back in the day. When you'd miss a turn, it'd be like, turn right. And then you miss the right turn, and it'd be like, I said, turn right. Funny little Easter eggs from the GPS, I guess, but still. Whoa! Absolute savagery from the GPS.
So this Vantage could go 255 knots in slipstream.
Damn, son. Wonder how fast this thing can go. Whoops. Wait, I did 250. I'm doing 254. The hell? And this thing corners pretty well. At high speeds. Thanks, boss.
I wasn't nowhere near you. I was a good 4 car lengths behind you.
We're turning right. Ow.
I wasn't next to you either.
Ow. Well, I was next to you that time.
time.
What in the hell is going on with the latency? Hopefully they'll fix that with the Crew servers. Hopefully they'll fix that with the Crew 2. Hello, viewer. I can't read your name because it's overly complicated with like millions of hundreds of characters. Move out of the way, traffic. I can't wait to get my secondary monitor for my PC. That and an increase of RAM, hopefully. I guess it's a good starting point before getting a new GPU. 16 gigabytes of RAM and a secondary monitor. That'll be good to start with for now.
I would have actually gone with the GPU over anything else.
Yeah, but considering the fact that the prices are going to go down in 4 months, I think it'd be better to wait right now before I get one. Especially with the Bitcoin miners going on the down low now, becoming less popular. Again, I really don't understand why GPU manufacturers raise the price for those for their GPUs that are used for Bitcoin mining.
Because they think that you get some more money out of it.
That's how they think, really? I thought it was to avoid people from actually buying their GPUs for Bitcoin mining.
And somewhat that also.
But then, like, by the way, the Bitcoin miners are the absolute scum of the earth, to be honest. Completely ruin the experience for us gamers as well, just trying to get a good GPU for us. And then they just raise the price.
Manufacturers are making GPU mining specific cards.
Really?
Yeah, where you won't have to buy a gaming video card to mine. They would have a Bitcoin mining video card for them to buy.
But they still buy the gaming cards.
Well, because the Bitcoin mining cards aren't out yet.
Oh. Well, when those come out, I'm pretty sure the gaming ones are going to become a lot cheaper and just not going to have the stupid inflation prices anymore. Hopefully,
yeah, it was
that'll
like
be the case.
40% over MSRP for my RX 480.
I remember looking on that list as well. It was like 105% over MSRP for one of the GPUs. I forgot which one it was, though. I believe it was the 470. I don't remember. Yeah, probably the 8GB version of the 470, RX 470. I don't remember the list off the top of my head.
On Discord chat.
Well, I'm not opening up Discord chat because I don't have a second monitor yet.
That's be you.
I'd probably open it up on my phone, but then that would mean closing YouTube chat. The problem is making space for a secondary monitor on my table. I think I could make space, though.
Yeah, my desk is only wide enough for 2 monitors.
My friend's got 4 monitors set up.
Well, I could probably do 4 if I had a wall mount for them.
Yeah. My friend's setup is weird, though. Like, he has like 3 ultra-wide monitors on his table across, and then he has like 1 on the top of his middle monitor that's like a normal-sized one. Which is weird. Like, if you probably message him on Discord and ask him to show you his setup, then maybe he'll send you a picture. But then you'll probably message me and be like, who's this guy? I might have a picture of it somewhere. I don't know. By the way, doesn't putting like a secondary monitor into your GPU reduce the performance a little bit?
No, because the GPU is not using that for gaming.
So the main monitor is only using for gaming and the secondary is not really used for it?
The second monitor is auxiliary, where you have your web browser and all your other shit that you want to look at.
Yeah, but it has to render pixels, though.
Yeah, but your video card will not be struggling with that monitor so much as the main.
Oh, jeez. That means I'm going to have to make a wider background thing for my screen as well. Or does it duplicate it if you do dual monitor setup, your background? Yeah. Okay, then that shouldn't be a problem.
You could either stretch it to fit both monitors, or have it where it's just fit the screen where it duplicates it across both monitors.
Can I have it so that I can have 2 different ones?
What?
Can I have it so I can have 2 different images?
No.
Well,
unless you make it yourself.
Well, I can make it myself. I could make an image with the crew on one of them, and then on the second monitor it'd be like the payback image that I had of the M5.
You'd also have to worry about the
Why am I crashing all the time?
In the middle.
The what? Oh, the screen bezel, yeah. Cutting it off. Right in the middle.
And hopefully you don't have the issue that I'm having right now where one of my screens are like slightly smaller than the other.
Well, that would mean getting an ultra-wide monitor. Which, that wouldn't really fit on my table. Why am I so rubbish all of a sudden? I'm crashing into everything.
So you're trying to keep up with me.
Yeah, and your underpowered V8 Vantage. I was about to call it a Vanquish. That's not even a Vanquish. I do remember back in the day when Aston Martin actually made another version, kind of the Vanquish, by the name of the Virage, but it never saw the light of day and was never produced officially. It was basically a Vanquish.
When the Zagato came out in the Crew, I thought it was going to have a circuit spec.
No, didn't. I had a performance spec with like circuit spec bumpers. I was thinking the Fiat 500 Abarth was gonna have a dirt spec because the trailer was off-roading a little bit. That would be cool to have a dirt spec version of the 500.
Still don't have that dirt spec Z4 either.
Yeah, they probably either it got dropped from BMW at the last minute, or they just decided they didn't really need it. Or they completely forgot about it. Forgot about its existence, like they did with the Lotus
They
Exige.
forgot about the circuit spec Silverado and Raptor at one time.
Well, I wouldn't mind if they did. Well, okay, I wouldn't mind if the Raptor circuit spec didn't come in, because that thing is pretty ugly. It's big and it looks pretty bad. It just looks ridiculous and really out of place on the circuit spec lineup. But I guess to each their own. So if you like it, then that's fine, but I personally don't like it. The performance spec looks ridiculous enough as it is. And for the first time, my chat is dead on a Friday. I'm probably gonna stream one. I'm probably gonna be streaming one more time tomorrow, and then that's it. I'll be gone for like a good while.
Yeah, I won't be streaming tomorrow.
I don't know if I will stream tomorrow. I'll probably do it solo. I'll probably do it with Speed Booster. If he's not busy, I'll schedule something with him. Come on, where's the nitros? I also like what they did with the Crew 2 in terms of the UI. It's much more simplified and just better looking.
Yeah, I was surprised how colorful the game looked.
Yeah, it did. That's because they probably saw me with my Sweet Effects setup, saying that I wanted bright and vibrant colors with the game, and they were like, okay, let's do that. Because generally, this game just looks extremely washed out with just the standard graphics. It looks extremely gray and faded. I mean, that's probably the style they were going. What?
Too much brown filtering.
Yeah, probably. I mean, that's probably what they were going for, but at the same time, that doesn't really look that good. Trying to make it look like a slightly upgraded version of the Crew's graphics.
Yeah, the before Wild Run, the filters were like an orangish gray. Now it's just completely brown.
Something probably got screwed up in the process of them messing around with the filters of the game. But thankfully, you can fix that with Sweet Effects. And also mess up your performance.
We won't have to use that shit on the Crew too.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'm pretty sure we don't have to though. But there's always going to be that one guy who wants extremely vibrant colors on his game, even though they're vibrant enough. That's probably going to be me though. Kappa.
I'll make my SFX settings for the Crew 2, but I won't be using them myself.
I might as well. The only thing I'd probably do is if the bloom's not bright, just bright enough for me, not bright enough, then I'll probably make a Sweet Effects that just messes with the bloom just a little bit. Makes the lighting just a little bit brighter. I'm starting to catch up, boy. Oh, you're on the turn.
I got here 2 turns. Car's just like drifting all these turns. It's got no grip.
Mine does that too.
And you got traffic assholes that come around the turn.
Damn it. I was gonna cut across and then I didn't see the damn telephone pole sitting up in the area where it wasn't going to. God damn it. Yeah, the free drive challenge system with the Crew 2 is definitely going to be interesting.
Yep.
Especially with the instantaneous changing to vehicle system. So you could be doing a free drive challenge and just instantaneously switch to a raid car when you need it. That didn't really work. My shortcut didn't work.
No, it would be cool if they integrated all the land, air, and sea into one FTC that you could do.
Yeah.
And they gave us more than fucking 8 checkpoints to use.
Yeah, they'll probably. It's actually 10 if you include the starting position, but it's actually 9.
No. Start and finish are not checkpoints.
Yeah, they're not checkpoints. It's 8 checkpoints. In total, it'd be nice if they gave us like 18 and 20, including the starting position and the finishing position. That would be a nice start, and then they could upgrade it from there to like 30 in total. That's including the start and finish positions. Is the stream good, viewers? Is it not like super laggy or buffery? That's the problem I see with having the the lower latency stream settings. Some people's internet might not be able to handle that, and thus there'll be a lot of buffering.
No, the delay is for you only, not them.
Hmm. Cockpit, please. Fine. I'll do a little bit of cockpit view for you. I think I do slightly better on cockpit view.
I do better on hood view.
Is that what you're using right now?
Yeah.
You always use hood view. There, I did cockpit view for you. I'm done now.
Lost all my speed on the damn turn coming up.
I just prefer third-person view, to be honest. He's probably gonna see that I leave out of first-person view and be like, "What? No, go back and do it."
I still don't understand why this little stretch of road right here has cars.
This is not
only
PlayStation
spawning.
4. This is not the PlayStation 4. This is PC. I should really indicate that in the description of my video, at least. For the future, I'll do that. If I remember.
Comes the bumpy roads.
I don't know if you're trying to say that this is PlayStation or if you're asking if this is PlayStation, because there's no question mark on your comment, on your thing, on your message. I've got a subscriber. Thanks for subscribing. I can't see who subscribed though. I will hopefully soon though when I get my second monitor and put all of my stream-related stuff to the right.
Too bad YouTube doesn't have left side chat.
There's a thing called pop-out chat, and I could make it pop out and hang out and put it on like the left side of my screen. Twitch has that system as well.
Pop out chat, yeah, but if you use better Twitch TV,
You can
You
put
can
it
just
on the
make
left.
the chat. Yeah, put the chat box on the left without that. I ran into a wall.
I scraped a traffic car. Tis but a scratch. Is the crew...
I had a...
Go ahead.
What?
No, you go ahead.
I had about 6 viewers, now I'm down to 2.
Rip. Looks like nobody wants to watch the crew anymore. They just want the crew 2 now. I mean, I do remember I had one viewer one time on Twitch where I streamed the crew for like over 4 hours, about 4 hours on accident. I was doing stuff and then I lost track of time. And that one guy who hanged out on my stream for pretty much the whole entire duration was totally awesome. But then I never saw him again, unfortunately. He never came back. Hanged out for one stream and then that's it, he was gone. You gotta stop being rubbish. Oh goodness, today when I went on Speed Booster's stream for him playing Hot Pursuit, and the first thing I put on there, I'm like, are you still a noob at this game? And he got all salty over me saying that. I'm like, well, that's what it says, that's what you said though. And I quoted the description of his video. And he was like, oh, that's for the crew though. But yeah, he got salty over me calling him a noob for just for lols. Did I vacuum up the leaves perfectly fine? Why did you not check? Well, if you didn't notice them, then chances are it's pretty good. Decent. Decent? I'm offended. Invasion of the leaves. Okay means decent, Olga. Oh, great. Let me mute my mic for a minute. Okay, back. It's become a lot quieter now. Also, for the record, I have no idea how I avoided that white traffic car. Somehow, someway I bounced right off of it. Even though a quarter of my car was about to hit it.
Yeah, that's another thing on the list. The stupid AI hitbox. Too damn wide on the rear ends and the front. It's like they purposely made the hitbox on the front and back too wide.
They're trying to go for more like a Midnight Club vibe. That's how it works in Midnight Club as well. You could just bounce off of the traffic cars with that wide hitbox. Same with trees and other solid objects.
No trees, you hit that shit, you hit it. There's no going around.
There were times where I'd be like a quarter of the way, a quarter of the right or left side of my car would be like on the tree and I just bounce off of it like 50% of the time. It's random though, sometimes. Time to stop being rubbish and actually take this race seriously. Whee! Oh jeez.
So you're going to see the full solar eclipse in 2 weeks.
Not really full. It's more like 90% full.
Well, if you stay at home, you would only see half of it.
Yep. That's why we're going up there.
I, for one, don't really care because it's not a lunar eclipse.
Lunar eclipses are easier to look at than solar eclipses.
Yeah.
But solar eclipse is a pretty interesting. A solar eclipse is a pretty interesting phenomenon. Just to see the whole entire sun get basically covered up by the moon.
Because the view distance.
Yeah, it will be like night basically. Oh jeez.
Nice off-road over there.
That was on accident. I took a completely screwed up line. Hello, Speed Booster. So, yeah, we're gonna be streaming tomorrow, Speed Booster. Most likely. Are you fine with that? Or do you want to do your Hot Pursuit speed run again? Oh, really? You got the Ultimate Edition on PS4? Well, for the record, you should have probably got the demo version of the game. What? I don't do stream every day, Risky Nick. Your high score is 50 days. Well, good for you, bro. You'll be doing Hot Pursuit again, but only any percent. Well, you gotta be studying for the route on your speed run to ensure that you have a chance to actually beat the time that you're planning on beating. Also, I put the latency to low latency speed booster. Well, I'm going to stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be gone for a good while. So I decided to get a couple of streams in so that people have something to watch while I'm gone. No worries. I can understand. You're French and you're from France and Israel? Okay, cool. What the heck? That was a pretty big lag spike.
What?
I got like more than half a second lag spike just now. My entire game froze and stopped. Stiados. Drift tap. Alright. You didn't have to tag me, Speed Booster. I can see you, though. Why am I starting to freeze up? Why am I starting to lock up for like a second? Am I dropping frames? No, I haven't dropped frames for a good while. Don't know what's going on. Maybe my RAM's maxing out.
Don't think so. This game doesn't use that much RAM.
Yeah, it doesn't. It still would be better for me. A good idea for me to upgrade a 16 gigabytes from 8 to 16.
Okay, I'll give you a heads up of what this game's using.
What? Hello?
Hello?
You're lagging, kind of.
What do you mean?
What were you saying? You were saying something and then I couldn't hear you.
I said
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you how much memory this game's used.
Oh no.
The game's only using 800 megabytes of RAM.
That's nothing. It's probably using more VRAM.
Yeah, let me check.
How can you check that, though?
MSI Afterburner.
Oh. Oh, yeah, you have an MSI card, probably.
No, I have Sapphire, but it still works.
Discord better not be lagging out now.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. You're kind of lagging
Ow.
now. You sound a bit like you have a robot voice kind of right now, a little bit. Now we have to wait for ArcticGamez to check something on his PC. Now go through this construction zone without damage. Nope. Screw the construction zone.
The game's using almost 1900 VRAM.
1900?
So less than 2 gigs of VRAM.
Oh, gee, that's probably why I'm having these random lockups, because I only have a 1.5 gigabyte VRAM card. What are you using in terms of video settings? Oh, jeez, it is starting to lag up. Hold up. I have pretty much everything set to the maximum I can go, except for shadows. Okay. Somebody subscribe. Thank you for subscribing. I have geometry on ultra, shadows on high, textures on ultra, environment mapping on high, depth of field and motion blur off, anti-aliasing on FXAA, grass on high, ambient occlusion off, temporal AA off.
Yeah, I have all that turned on. And the AA from...
You're starting to lag out. Arctic, you're starting to lag out. I think we should switch to Steam. Oh, jeez.
What do you mean I'm lagging out?
You're like robot voicing now, just like yesterday.
Oh, strange.
Oh no, city lag. Why does Discord have to be so laggy right now? How did I set up the subscription animation? Streamlabs. You go on to Streamlabs, you sign in with your YouTube account. Well, yeah, you basically go and you select YouTube, allow it to view your YouTube account, and then you just set it up. They want to. I could send you my settings. You can use the default sound as well and some animations, but I don't recommend the animations. The animations kind of are very obtrusive. I'll send you screenshots of the settings that I have for each part of the thing. What? Robot voice?
You're saying I have a robot voice, right?
Not anymore. The heck? Like I said, I'll send you my settings, speed booster. You just use your own sounds. Find some sounds that you'd like to use for your setup. Like maybe put some Eurobeat music for each different part of the donation. Each part of Streamlabs. Like if somebody donates, you could have like some like one type of Eurobeat song, a subscription, another Eurobeat song, etc. You just can set it up the way you want it. Just be sure to check to see if the volumes are not too loud. Because if you don't, then your viewers' ears are gonna get destroyed from how loud the sounds are.
And you'll end up scaring the shit out of yourself.
Yeah, basically. That's how it was with me as well when I on Twitch with my donation sounds. I had the that boy sound saying, "Oh, S, what up? That's what I had it as, and from time to time it would pop up saying somebody followed, and it just would surprise me. But it wasn't loud though, it was just unexpected. Not too loud, at least. I was considering doing the GTA San Andreas ear rape song on one of them, but at the same time, that's not... I decided against it at the last minute because, well, there's always a chance that Streamlabs could just malfunction and set the audio to audio level to 100%. And then everybody's ears will be destroyed from that song.
That's interesting. The Vantage headlights are floating off the hood.
What the hell? Nice collision physics. I'm going on the right side of the highway, boy.
Yeah, I have to go that side.
Because it was already too late for you to brake.
To the left anyways, yeah. You'll end up having to go to the left side anyways.
You can even set up a donation link as well as Speed Booster. That's what I've done. I have a donation link set up for Streamlabs so that when somebody donates, it'll pop up on your stream, and you can also have it do text-to-speech as well. Read a message that somebody attaches. What?
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 What? There's no car spawning over here.
The hell? Oh, hi.
You were gonna have to come over here.
I managed to make it through perfectly fine.
Fucking traffic art.
Wee!
Just had to be on the fucking left side.
The traffic art was doing 360s, and somehow somebody managed to go right past it without getting affected by it. Don't know how, though.
You weren't near it.
I was fairly close to it.
Not that close to hit you.
What do you mean, wow? What do you mean, wow, Speed Booster? It's because I made it fit in between the trees, my car, at least. Street racers don't obey any rules.
Of course not. That's why we take shortcuts.
And destroy the suspension on our cars.
And the rest of the bodywork.
You ain't wrong. You pressed F9 instead of F10? What? Wow. Wait, you're still streaming Speed Booster, so what? You're just advertising me kind of a little bit?
I fucked that turn up big time.
It was at this moment you realized you screwed up. Oh my god,
Damn
city lag. Tree. City lag is awful. Hey, I've already gone through this area before on that faction mission, which I had to quit. Well, I'm at 8,000 miles.
Keep going.
Of course I'm going to keep going. I'm going to get to 10,000 eventually. Eventually?
Well, I better get 10,000 before the Crew 2 beta.
Of course I will. The Crew 2 beta is probably only going to be happening next month. Or maybe... No, I don't think it'll be at the end of this month.
I think it'll be in November. Then the release is going to be in March.
Oh no! They should probably do 2 beta tests though, just to be on the safe side.
Or like they did with the Crew 1.
Yeah. That's probably their plan though, do 2 beta tests, and the first beta test to see how what players think of, and then do any changes to the game that they requested, and test it again a couple of months later.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's what they did with the first version of the game. Players said that the graphics weren't that good, the physics weren't that good, the 60 FPS, lack of 60 FPS was annoying, and they fixed that on the second beta and did a test. If you actually watch, I have videos of me playing the first beta and the second beta. If you watch the first beta, and then you watch the second beta, it's as if I'm driving drunk in the second beta, because the physics are so different from the first one. At least on the street cars. What the heck happened to you, Arctic?
I hit that stupid railroad back there, coming out of those hairpin turns, and my car stopped out off the side of the road. Don't worry, I'll catch up.
2,000 years later. It's SpongeBob. Why do you have your recording things, recording and streaming things set up as your function keys, Speed Booster? I have them set up as my numpad keys. Well, when I'm streaming, I need to remember specifically not to use my numpad keys, because otherwise I'm gonna do stuff with my stream or recording or whatever. Damn traffic. Cutting across 2 lanes illegally. 3 miles away till the next checkpoint. What the?
Nice crash.
I barely tapped the traffic car and somehow, someway I got stuck in it for like a sec. Because they were back in the day and action cam my default keys? What? At action cam my default keys. What are you saying, boy? The 7th, to be honest, from what I can see, the 7th gear on this Corvette Stingray is actually kind of useless.
It's not for this Vantage.
It seems like the 7th gear on the Stingray is just mainly there as an overdrive gear, so for fuel economy mode. Dang it. Nice dance moves, traffic car. That gave you a chance to catch up, though. Are you gonna get stuck on that one part of the free drive challenge like you did that one time on the guardrail? On the railing?
I don't know.
That was fairly funny as well when I said, how bad could it be? And I came back and came over, it's like, oh, well.
Fucking traffic. I hate this damn freeway.
The heck? Why can't I drive in this game? Feels like I'm driving drunk. Instantaneous steering feedback. That's the thing I noticed with the Xbox One controller versus the Xbox 360 controller. The dead zone is a lot weirder on there. This controller seems more sensitive. Xbox One controller is more sensitive than the 360 version. What the? I guess that's a good thing, but at the same time, it's weird to get used to.
Well, you can figure it on the Xbox controller app.
Not me.
Oh wait, no, you don't have the Elite version, my bad.
I don't have the Elite version, dude. I just bought the standard version because it just works. Dang, 6th gear is so long on this thing. This is the part where you did get beached on the thing.
Yeah, I almost got stuck in the wall this time.
Don't get eaten by the wall. It wasn't this faction mission that we did where you got stuck on the thing, or no, it was a different one.
Reverse. It was the reverse mode of this. No, yeah, it was a different one.
It was a different one because it
ended
ended
up
up in New York.
We end up at, yeah, the finish line was in New York.
Going past ground zero.
Yeah, if you really think about it, these cars aren't really going 200 miles an hour.
How so?
Because if you have motion blur on, and you just like stare at the road and the car, is like the stuff's not moving past that quick.
Yeah, that's how weird the game's designed. It's fake speed.
It's like you're going like maybe 100 at most.
Yeah, the game's just weird in that sense. That's what I've noticed. TDU2 doesn't really have a good sense of speed either, as far as I can tell.
Why is this car going on the fucking off ramp or the on ramp? Oh, that's why, because I'm going the wrong way.
This isn't Europe. Ice cream truck. I would really, with the Crew 2 coming out, I actually would like to see the developers actually convert some of the cars to right-hand drive, the ones that at least are only available in right-hand drive, like the TVR Cigaris, the Skyline. I would see that, considering that they don't actually have to do the stuff they did with the story mission, where the NPCs would be getting inside of your car, and they have to all be left-hand drive as a result because of that. It would have been funny with the right-hand drive vehicles for those missions. Like, they'd keep it right-hand drive, and in that first mission where you'd be going after, what's his name? Harry, or was it Harry? I don't remember his name, but you'd get some guy and, like, get away from the police in that one mission. It'd be funny if you open the door and be like, wait, this is the driver's side. And you'd have to, like, run around.
Yeah, that's one thing that's really funny. If you have a right-hand side drive car and you get pulled over,
the instinct is for the police officer to go to your right side. Well, nowadays they don't actually do that anymore. They don't go on the driver's side anymore because it's dangerous that way. They're basically putting them right.
Still do that.
They basically put themselves right in the path of traffic. So now they just go to the passenger window.
Some of the cops still go on the left side of the car where the driver's at.
It's probably instinct. The game could have had a camera shake for a better sense of speed. Yeah, I guess, but at the same time, that would get pretty annoying. I mean, just look at Pro Street, for example. It had camera shake as well. And it was so basic, it was so extreme that basically you could actually get a headache from how bouncy it was.
Well, we had a camera shake on the Crew only when you're using NOS, though.
Yeah, that's what we get. That's the sense of speed factor of that game. But at the same time, not really. We going this way. Wait, what? It just completely changed the route. I mean, yeah, they've got the cameras that we have now, where the cameras are not actually fully attached to the rear of the car, which is nice to see that they have some kind of flexibility. That's the kind of cameras I like, but not like too much flex, where it's like to the point that it. Oh my god, goodness!
You hit the curb.
I hit the curb and I went flying.
Yeah, some of the cars hit that real hard and get flung up into the air.
This thing isn't even that low.
My Vantage just like ran over like it was nothing there.
It depends on the suspension tuning.
I wouldn't say it's so much of that.
Collision model?
Yeah.
Alright, then that makes sense. I don't know what they could do for the Crew 2, but I don't think it's anything necessary, though. A sense of speed camera is not a necessity right now, at least. What they need to do for the Crew 2 is get it working and focus on the little details later. Because we need a good product this time around, not this game at launch, essentially. This time they have a lot more time to actually get a much better product than last time. I mean, yeah, they worked on the Crew 2 like for maybe 2 years before it actually got officially launched, but still. Oh crap. Dang it. I mean, again, the Crew is not a perfect game, but at the same time, it's still not like completely unplayable. There are some games that are even worse off than this game.
It's unplayable for some people.
Yeah, some people it is unplayable. But for me, Forza Horizon 3 would probably be even more unplayable, to be honest.
I don't think you'd be able to run Forza Horizon 3.
It's when I did my setting things, went on Game Debate and look, it said medium. I could run it on medium to low.
You would have to run it all on low.
Yeah, probably.
That game eats up so much fucking memory. Even on, like, low settings.
And I even upgraded my RAM just for the sake of seeing if it would change anything in it. Well, it got changed to medium when I upgraded my RAM to 16. In the setup.
Not to mention that you don't have Windows 10 either.
Yep. Which I honestly still don't have the money to buy, and I probably will never play Forza Horizon 3. Maybe in the future. But at that point, everybody would have already moved on.
Pre-built computer.
Yeah, buy a pre-built computer probably in the future. And like, well, here's the thing. I'd probably buy a crappy, kind of crappy computer with a good motherboard, and then like transfer all of the good parts from my computer onto that one, just so I can have Windows 10. The GPU, CPU, RAM, transfer all of that stuff, and the power supply as well.
Here comes the fun bits.
You know, I could also probably even transfer the motherboard in as well, just do a complete factory reset as well, so it doesn't get confused and say,
OS is tied to motherboard.
Then I won't be able to change that. I just use the motherboard that comes with it. I'm pretty sure with like most modern pre-built PCs, they would have extremely good motherboards in them. It's just the other components that are not that good. The CPU, the RAM, the GPU, and maybe the power supply. That's all the stuff that's not terribly good in pre-built PCs.
Well, it depends on where you get it from.
Yeah, but the only real reason why a pre-built PC exists is so that you have something to get started with, and then in the future you could always just upgrade it in other ways with new GPU, CPU, etc. Unless if you get the Threadripper, then you basically have to get yourself a new motherboard. And then there's going to be the Vega that'll be coming out soon.
The $1 grand video card.
Yep. It'll probably become even more expensive as time progresses. When they start increasing it, making it even more and more powerful. Make like a Vega 100 series, and then 200 series and so forth. They probably would do that.
No, they'll do the Vega, but then they'll use that same GPU architect for cheaper versions that have less processing power.
I guess they could do that. But to be fair, the Vega is kind of slightly based off of the RX 580 in terms of the body style. And the 480 as well. Just the basic versions of the RX lineup. From like 400 to 500. Not the water-cooled versions though, I don't know about the water-cooled versions. Is it basically a necessity for you to buy the water-cooled version for the Vega since it produces so much heat?
Yeah.
I could just imagine that's... You need a massive radiator just to keep that thing cool to like 32 degrees Celsius on idle. I think the curved version, I think the radiators that come with it are a good option. And I'm pretty sure the Threadripper will also need a water-cooled setup as well, since that's a really, really powerful CPU. And you could overclock it even further, I'm pretty sure. Make it run even hotter.
They don't have AIOs built for the Threadripper. Well, they kind of do, but they're not officially out.
They will come out eventually.
Yeah.
What is the frequency, by the way, on those? I know it's like a 1950 or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily mean the frequency at which they operate.
Like the gigahertz on them?
Yeah.
Like 4
gigahertz.
4 plus.
Yeah, but there's I was gonna say that's not necessarily that good, but to keep in mind, there's also multiple cores in those as well. So it is a pretty powerful CPU. Just in terms of cores. I mean, mine's a 4-core processor, but if you split off the gigahertz across the 4 processors, yeah. No, actually, never mind. I thought it made sense saying that, but no. And that gigahertz thing as well, is that based on every single processor built into the CPU? A combination of all of them? So what, does it have like 16 cores?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to the Threadripper shit.
So if it's 16 cores and I'm not gonna actually 4,000 gigahertz, I'm not actually gonna fully calculate that out, but yeah, each one of those cores is not actually that powerful. Just individually, each core is not really that powerful. But when they all work together, it becomes very powerful. What the heck?
What?
Those trees look like they're being blown on very, very hard by wind. Now they return back to normal.
Because the rain stopped.
What? I've never seen that. I've never seen the trees look like that. Look like they're being blown by hurricane-style winds. That is so weird. I have never seen that. Especially when there's a monsoon in the middle of the desert. That makes no sense whatsoever. That would never happen in real life.
Actually, I kind of would.
Kind of would, but it's not very common. Not as common as this game makes it. It almost seems like they cut down a massive rainforest to make this map. Same thing with Need for Speed 2015 and 16, to be honest. It's always depressing, dark, and always raining in that game. I mean, I understand what they were going towards with 2015 as well. 2015 and 16, kind of like an underground style of game, but it looks so depressing from being so dark all the time.
Well, that's how Underground 2 was always like.
I guess, but like with a rainstorm as well, Underground didn't really have rainstorms 24/7, and having the cars on road, it's all wet 24/7 as well. That's just weird what they did with 2015 and 16. And there was always like little hints of daylight that would pop up just a little bit in certain parts of the map. But it would never go full daylight.
I wonder how linear Payback's gonna be with their missions.
Oh jeez, it's probably gonna be very linear. It's like Fast and Furious, blowing stuff up. Stealing stuff from the house gang.
Semi-trucks.
Semi-trucks, the Koenigsegg. I wonder if you actually get to keep that Koenigsegg after that mission. I wouldn't mind that at all. Hello, Windpalo. The only, like I said, the only real reason why I would really want to get Payback is mainly because of that new M5 that they have in their game and the implementation of Jaguars in their game, the F-Type. That's really mainly why I really want to get Payback. And the Koenigsegg Regera. and the YRBC in the game. There's a lot of interesting cars that they've already added in.
If you played Horizon 3, you'd be able to play those cars.
Yeah, but they're all locked behind DLCs. They're not available at the start. Except for the Regaras. Well, most of them are locked behind DLC paywalls. The DB11's locked behind a paywall. The Vulcan's locked behind a paywall. The M2's locked behind a paywall. There's a lot of cars that are just locked behind paywalls that are in Payback.
How was that?
What?
Travel car just spawned in front of me and it literally clipped right through it.
Oh yeah, that sometimes happens. If you time it at just the right time, the collision model doesn't load in just yet for the traffic cars, and you just phase through them.
I hate that damn turn. What's up with this lag?
What lag? Well, the only lag I hear is from you.
I think you're lagging.
Well, I'm hosting the session.
Yeah, you're lagging real bad. I see the traffic cars wobbling back and forth when you. And I'm crewmaster.
I set you as crewmaster to see. Yep, there goes the lagginess. Am I dropping frames? Is the question. Nope, I haven't dropped frames for a while.
Just the server's being shitty.
Maybe. Whee. Whoa. Sorry. I guess from time to time, if you're playing the game for a long period of time, you just gotta switch sessions between players, and that'll probably fix the lag. Especially since I'm streaming as well, and my internet's not terribly powerful. We still have yet to go towards the other side of the map. And we have like 17 miles until the next checkpoint. This is the longest road trip of anything, anything you'll do in this game. Besides Landmark Tour. Landmark Tour is just super long.
3.5 hours.
Basically.
What?
Basically. Pretty sure after I get 10,000 miles on my Stingray, I'll probably drive something else, since the Stingray is actually getting kind of boring to drive. Whoa! Crowd control. Oh,
nice wall.
And now wall controlled as well. Apparently the Stingray was like, no, I'm not a Mustang, and just crashed into the wall. It didn't like I was trying to turn it into a meme as well. No! Stingray! Yes, my Stingray has the most amount of miles of anything in the game. Nothing else comes close to this thing. It had 5,000 miles before. Now I'm getting it to 10,000. Well, around 5,000, maybe 6,000 miles.
I should have picked my Alpha Force C. That was closer towards 10K.
Yeah. What's actually funny as well is, well, in real life, how would I say this? In real life, my mom's car and my dad's car have more miles than all of my cars combined in this game. I thought it would be the opposite, but no. The only way you can...
What? Low mileage cars actually sell for a lot of money.
Yeah, they do. But to be completely honest, just holding a car in your garage for the longest time and not using it is kind of a waste. Hello viewer, hello Rawl, Mr. Viewer, Rawl. Because, yeah, just basically having a car with insurance and just hanging out in your garage and basically do nothing, that's a pretty big waste. I mean, yeah, it'll sell for a lot of money, but cars are meant to be used, not sit around.
Unless it's a rare model.
Yeah, if it's a rare model. There actually are very, very rare specific models. There's a BMW M3 I forgot what variant of it was. It was the older M3 that had the V8, the 4-door variant, that sells for about $300,000, and it's one of the rarest BMWs in the world. The M3s. It's a very special edition version of the M3, I forgot what it was called. But again, $300,000, and it had 300 miles on it approximately. What's my second and third? I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. Thanks for subscribing. Like I said, Paul, I don't remember off the top of my head what my second and third highest mileage cars are. I could probably look on my statistics and get an idea of what they are. But this one comes out on top.
That shit's wrong.
I think it's pretty accurate. It counts pretty accurately most of the time, but not always. I don't know about my AMG GT though. I remember back in the day when some of the cars actually had the problem of the odometer resetting back to 0, so it wasn't accurate. Yeah. That was the problem. I remember that I had like hundreds of miles on my AMG GT, and every single time I'd log out, it would just reset back to 0.
That's the shit I hated the most when calling all units came out.
Yeah. You mean Wild Run?
Wild Run and calling all units.
I don't know how they managed to screw up the coding, but I'm pretty sure they probably, from what I can tell, is they probably redid the coding for the odometer in the game, and they were just remembered the older style of coding for the odometer before Wild Run, and they would just use that, and apparently, yeah, I don't know what they did exactly. I don't understand 100% coding, but that's just my assumption. They did something wrong with the coding. That's from what I can see, obviously. They fixed it, but at the same time, it was already too late because the damage had already been done.
4 miles to finish line.
What finish line? Oh, what? The final checkpoint is very close?
Yeah.
Why do you make the final checkpoint very close? You could have put it on the other side of the map. I was expecting you to drive onto the other side of the map as well. 18 seconds behind you. Come on, Stingray. Actually, the thing is, with the mileage system and the statistics for counting the miles, it wouldn't actually tell me my top 3 cars in like every single spec. It would actually say what my top cars in each spec are in terms of mileage, so that's not 100% accurate. Maybe I have like 2,000 and something miles on my some other car in Perf Spec, and it won't account for that. So I have to look through every single one of them, take screenshots, and then find that for you. But frankly, I don't... Oh, no! I can't see anything. Instantaneous nighttime bug. Famous instantaneous nighttime bug.
I got that red one that got to the finish line.
It just went instantaneously dark and I couldn't see anything. Why is it giving me 2 minutes to complete the free drive challenge? That didn't work. Jeez, I got so much money out of that. Waiting for Crewmaster. Oh my god. My car is so screwed up right now. So I'll look.
Spend 1,100 to repair.
Yeah, I spent like 5,000. Let's see. Okay. Here we go. Spec used by rank. No. Current best level vehicle. No. What part was it under? Alright, thanks, Mr. Max. Oh, here we go. Wait, no. That's not right either. Favorite vehicle overall, here we are. Stingray. No, it doesn't say, it just says my favorite vehicle, it doesn't say anything else. Favorite vehicle in PvP. I don't know. Oi, Granny Wagon. You just subbed? Cool. So that means I should probably be getting a notification saying that you did sub relatively soon. I think. My second highest mileage car, like I said, I don't know. I don't remember off the top of my head. Get over to the drag tuner real quick, so I can max this out and not have max cash on me in case ArcticGamez is planning on doing another long free drive challenge. That's a pretty good stream length. Just checking my stream real quick. At the same time. Pay no attention to what I'm doing here. This is just a way for me to spend money and not max out my bucks.
Alright, I'm back.
So, dude. 1 second, I'll be ready in like 2 seconds. Well, not 2 seconds. After I do this, we can do one more free drive challenge and then that'll be it. I'll have to go off.
I had to go change the area for my sprinkler in the backyard.
I thought you were gonna adjust your air conditioning because it was too hot. Not your air conditioning, your inner thing air conditioning in window.
No.
How cold do you reckon you could make your room if you turn the thing to maximum? Do you think it would start snowing if you put your air conditioning unit to the maximum? In your room
No.
at least? No, it wouldn't, I know. That's what I thought would happen in my gym in my high school. They had like 6 air conditioning units in the building. And we were like, what would happen if they turned all the air conditioning units on full blast? Would it start snowing in there? And that was just a little inside joke between some of us people in the class. Where's my Stingray? Stingray, where are you? I've lost my Stingray. That's never been said before. Stingray. Maybe I missed it multiple times already. Where are you? There it is. I missed it the first time. Do you have like a 130-mile long free drive challenge?
Yeah.
Let's do that then. I guess that shouldn't be too long. And then later you can stream Star Citizen or something. And that traffic light just fell down all by itself from I don't even know what.
Shit. I forgot to click crew, play with crew.
Rip. I know that feeling. I know that feeling well.
Take 4 seconds to close out the fucking free drive challenge.
Port of San Francisco. Wait. Why is the text so blocky? It's like Minecraft text. the sign of the Port of San Francisco looks so blocky and pixelated.
Who knows?
I find that slightly funny. That everything looks so much higher quality around it except that stupid sign. But it's this game. It's old.
It's a 2014 game. Shit's moved on.
Yep, 2014 game.
And I'm getting an infinite black screen.
Failed to join mission, you will play alone. What the heck?
Yeah, I got infinite black screen over here.
I've got black screen too, what the heck? Did the servers just crap themselves?
Don't know.
You will play alone. What the heck?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to restart my game. Or are you gonna close out? Did you leave the free drive?
I haven't left it yet. I'm still...
Leave it?
I can't leave it. I can't do nothing. All I can do is Alt F4 at this point.
Oh, alright.
Alt F4 time.
Wow. I went to go click close out the game and it was fucking started up the challenge.
It's because I closed out of it. Technical difficulties, my apologies. This was not accounted for. This just happened right now.
It's a bug with the game.
Doesn't always happen.
It's a shitty bug.
The question is, if I go and view this on my thing. Uh-oh, I need to mute it. How many viewers do I have? 4 viewers. Feels good, man. That's probably including me, though. Stupid thing, why did I have to break? Should be fine now. This one is for sure now going to be the last free drive challenge, and then I'm going off, and then you can do whatever you want.
I'll probably end my stream.
Yeah. That's why I said you can do whatever you want. Because I don't know what you're planning. Stream's looking fine right now.
I hope they fix that stupid mic issue.
Oh, with this going into a police grade?
No. Starting up the game, your mic volume gets shut down to 50%.
That doesn't happen to me for some reason.
So I think it's a Windows 10 thing.
I'm still in your crew.
I have my mic volume at 100, and I start up the game, and it goes right down to 50%.
What the heck? Did you exit out of the game?
No.
Wait, is it gonna be Inception mode now? Saying that I'm still in there? It doesn't say I'm in your crew though.
Yeah.
It kicked me out, what the heck? There we go.
There we go.
Jinx me soda.
I didn't say it at the same time.
Oh no. Well, there's latency. Yeah, seriously, look. The sign is pixelated and looks like something from Minecraft. That's funny. Is it gonna work now? What?
Vroom vroom, what the fuck up?
What? Oh no. It's Alpha 4C time. Sorry? Slipstream power. And lagging. Look at Discord.
All I hear is car.
Server lag. Discord's having problems again, apparently. Oh! Wait, what? Where are you? I thought I launched you. What the heck? That actually helped you, surprisingly. That didn't help me. Damn it, Discord, why are you lagging? Why am I crewmaster now? I have worse internet.
I don't know.
It's still going. Discord reliability. Unless that's on my end. It's still happening. I am dropping a little bit of frames, but not too bad. If anybody's watching, is the stream good or is it lagging out? Starting to lag. Yep, this is chances are this is the last redraft challenge since everything's starting to go wrong. In terms of the voice chat just crapping out. I have to catch up to Arctic. At least try to.
You'll never catch.
Hearing that in a robot voice sounds really weird. Am I perfectly normal to you, or is it just being weird for me? What the heck?
Yeah.
Seems like my download speed's dying. Well, let's see what's up with this. Am I dropping frames? It's fine. What is Discord saying? Discord's in the green. Weird.
Shit.
What happened to you?
I hit that jump right there, and my car got flung.
Okay, why is this happening to me? Oh shoot.
You want my
Your server? Ah, jeez. Hold up. Up on your server and see what's up. Oh, for...
Hello? Yeah, try it now.
Okay. Seems to be no more... No. It can't be my server. What is going on with my server? I need to figure out what's going on. I need to contact Discord to see what's up with that. Maybe I limited the bandwidth on there somehow.
Probably.
I don't know. I'll check that afterwards. It might be lagging because there's a lot more chat history on my server.
Probably.
Oh no. Don't tell me it's happening again.
What?
I know you're fine.
What, you thought something was going on?
I thought it was happening again.
Oh, strange.
Newman is starting to hear things. Unfortunately, there's pretty much nobody watching my stream. So, yeah.
Oh, I got some people watching, but not much.
Some people. And then you got your secondary computer watching as well, probably. Oi! Damn van. In any case, I need to see what's up with my Discord server. Don't spin out. You forgot you set your streaming voice chat system, the channel system, to push the talk only?
No, I had it to where only admins could talk in it.
Oh. So yeah, I take it you sent me as an admin in that case.
Yeah.
Okay. That's a way to fix it, I guess. And then Journey's probably gonna get jealous and be like, why am I not an admin? Nah. It's like me and Journey are the only ones on your server.
Here.
Well, your server's a backup just in case something goes wrong. That and Steam.
I'm surprised how good the 4C is able to turn now for some reason.
Probably a placebo effect. From you not driving it so long.
But who knows? Still takes turns quite wide.
That's because it's got a very small wheelbase. That's generally what happens with the smaller wheelbase cars. They have a wider turning radius. Since their wheels
like that though.
Since their wheels are closer together, the turning radius is not nearly as good. There's also the problem with some longer cars. If you have a car with a longer wheelbase as well, that'll understeer as well. Not turn very well.
You would think with the short wheelbase it would turn better.
That's not the case with the smart car. The smart car has such a small wheelbase, yet it has really hard time, a lot of trouble taking turns. Then again, it also has really skinny tires and front-wheel drive, and a front engine. So that doesn't really make sense as to why the Alpha is doing that, because it's mid-engine and rear-wheel drive, and has pretty good tires.
Balancing.
I don't know, probably balancing, yeah.
They don't want something so quick, able to make all these turns.
Lotus Exige, Pagani Huayra.
With the exception of those.
The Corvette Stingray, even though this thing has
Corvette
relatively
sucks.
crap acceleration. Back in the day, this thing had really good turning and hardcore steering. I remember that. That's why I love driving this thing. And that's why I had it accumulated so many miles on it. And then came the Wyra and destroyed everything.
Still kind of glad they fixed the stupid night wheel spin under NOS back.
Yep. That was a dumb feature they added in. And it made pretty much all cars undrivable.
Especially the, what was it? One of the Corvettes was like so bad you couldn't even drive it at all.
Yeah.
Like you barely tapped the NOS and damn thing would just spin out off the road.
There was also the, whatchamacallit, the GT, the 2015 Mustang GT, that had really bad wheel spin, even putting grip parts didn't help. At least not completely, it kind of helped, but not fully.
If only the Vanquish could turn.
Vanquish is like, cornering, what's that? No, that would be the Veyron, actually.
The problem is, the Vanquish, you hit the brakes and you try turning, the thing just plows right into the wall.
No idea what they did with the
like,
brakes.
You're slowing down. Slow down enough just to try making the turn, but it still ends up hitting the wall.
Well, from using shifts to logic, which is not 100% accurate, but as far as it said, if you tune the brakes to have more power on the front than in the rears, you're gonna have understeer. If you tune it to have a more power... Wait, is it the opposite way? No, it's the opposite. If you have the brakes set to have more power on the rear, there will be understeer. But if you have it set more to the front, there will be oversteer. At least the balance, not the power. That also coincides with power as well, braking power.
You know, braking power is still too high on the Vanquish. They need to get underneath 7,000, probably.
I'm pretty sure it's a combination of braking power and the brake balance. The brake balance is, I'm pretty sure, is set more to the rear, and then the power is set really, really high.
Yeah, that's what it feels like with when you go to brake. The rears lock up more than the front.
Yeah, they must have tuned the physics backwards, and then there's also the monster trucks that have the suspension physics backwards.
Well, they had to, because remember when the Hummer came out? Shit, fucking cop chases.
What, the stupid police wanted level coming up?
Yeah, there's two idiots on a police chase right there.
Just bump into them, make them crash.
I tried to, but one of the cops rammed me head on.
They're off-roading, what the heck?
Yeah, in perf cars.
Idiots.
No, it's a perf and street. And they're less than 600 and 200.
I got wrecked by the police. There was a guy on a bike. I could have screwed him over majorly. Made him get busted, but then he'd probably just get mad at me. It would have been better off if they specifically made the session system so that if you're in a session, like, how would I say this? Basically, there would be two different sessions. Those that do crate missions and those that are doing, like, free drive challenges or whatever. That's what they should have probably done.
3 sessions. One just for free drive, one for challenge. No, because they would have to do 4, actually. Yeah, one for stunts, challenge, police, and then free roam.
But nope, they had to put them all together into one thing. At least made the crate missions in a separate session.
Yeah, that would have been a lot better.
That would have completely eliminated all these issues that we have.
Do like what they do with PvP. Put that in a different session.
Yeah.
And 4 tours.
I don't know what it is with people and wanting the crew to have more players per session. I mean, I understand more people means much better kind of player versus player cooperation, but then it also causes problems with lag in the game.
Well, just to say this. The servers on Star Citizen are not optimized very well.
Yeah.
Anything over 15 players and your FPS goes from a smooth 60-40 down to 13.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
You get more than 12 to 15 people on one server, your FPS just tanks like shit.
Well, That's exactly the same thing that would probably happen with the crew if they didn't limit it to 8 players. Or even the crew 2. If they had like at least 12 players, I'm pretty sure it would be okay at like 30 frames per second, but still, it's 30 frames per second. Nobody really wants 30 frames per second.
No.
30 FPS is outdated. Yeah, I'm crashing into traffic and just not doing too well.
Same here.
Well, your 8C is probably, 4C is probably overpowered, AF.
I'm barely going over 200 miles an hour. I have to go like 150 around turns.
That's the higher speed corners as well?
Yeah.
I can take these the higher speed corners at like 200 and something miles an hour and not have a problem really.
Well, some of them I could take a little higher, but most of them have to go underneath 200.
How many people can be in a Forza lobby? I believe it was 24 people in a Forza lobby. At least in Motorsport. I don't know if the same thing with Horizon 3.
It's like 8. No.
It was 24.
It was like 12. 12 on Horizon 3.
Well, that's the main problem with Forza Horizon 3 as well. The session system is so... The way they designed it is so bad. I mean, they have like 12 drivatars in a single session. That's why it's got so many lag problems. Has to render all those cars at once.
The AI... There's more than 12 AI drivatars going around.
Yeah. I do know that in Motorsport 7 you can have 24 players in a single session for lobbies.
Well, it's because technically that game's solo. But it's like a huge PvP track is what it is.
Yeah. Still, somehow, someway, Forza Horizon 3 is just better optimized for that. I don't know why, but at the same time, still not 100% fully optimized.
47. Wish we could fly that.
47, what do you mean?
747. Just flying over ahead of me.
I'm not a plane person. I don't see your planes because they don't sync up.
It's an orange and white airplane. Heading towards Vegas. No, it looks like it's going towards Seattle.
Yep, I see it now. It looks more like a crop duster to me, though. We probably had 2 different planes, though. Oh, no, I see it now. I see it now. It's going from Mexico to the other side of the thing. Somehow, I saw the crop duster first and then that thing.
I didn't even see the crop duster.
Probably only just spawned. Okay, place your bets, everyone. How many miles do you think my car is going to have at the end of this? Okay, this has failed.
What happened?
I completely missed the thing. I messed up the jump onto the highway.
Road.
Because a friggin' traffic car pulled up and it sent me flying sideways.
So you completely missed the road.
Yep, basically completely missed the road and just went into the dirt. Stupid traffic. I should have probably slowed down, to be honest, though, but nope, screw that. Yeah, the people of Turn 10 do a lot of ambitious stuff with their games in terms of just lobby systems. But they don't really change their games in other aspects, really. They just recycle the same thing over and over again, which is why their games are quote-unquote so good. What happened to you, Arctic? The hell? Well, rip Arctic. Traffic? No. Screw you, traffic. What the heck? Arctic?
Okay.
No.
What?
It sent me off road. The traffic car made me fly off-road.
Oh, that's your fault, not mine. I was AFK.
So I was talking to myself for like a minute.
No, I was able to hear.
And lag's happening again. You know, somehow, somewhere, I think my Discord is broken. My installation's probably broken.
Did you update it?
Yes, I updated it. I had to uninstall and reinstall it to make the update work.
Tell me what happened. Fucking true. Because if you have to uninstall and reinstall for the updates to work, then something's fucked up on your...
It was a completely fresh install as well. It shouldn't be the case, though. Stupid Discord. Why did I have to break?
Are you running it as admin?
No.
What your problem is?
Yeah, but it's never done this before.
Well, just try running it as admin, because it usually fixes a lot of stuff.
I'll contact support, see if what they can do for me. Damn traffic. Fake Range Rover Evoque's getting in the way. It'll be interesting to see if the Crew 2 actually gets Range Rovers as well. I remember seeing an advertisement in the Crew which had a picture of a Range Rover on it. But then I never saw it again. I saw it one time, and then I got lost forever, and I can never find it again. Either that or they removed it. Oh.
Probably removed. Fuck. Fuck that. Drift up big time.
This is an initial D. First checkpoint. Oh, I remember this one. We did this one before and it got screwed up the first time, and then the second time was perfectly fine. Yeah, it has to be my client with Discord. I don't run it on admin though. I guess I could uninstall and reinstall it again. Maybe there's something that one of my plugins might be affecting the performance. Oh geez. Little off-road. What the heck? Doing a little off-roading, I see.
I'm taking all the damage.
Okay, after this I'm gonna look at my Discord thing, see what I can fix. Must be a simple mess up.
Ah, caught up to you.
Wait a minute. Could streamer mode be causing some problems?
I got it because I use.
I have it programmed to turn the sounds off, and that somehow, some way might actually be affecting something. Because I remember, because I think after I enabled that, it started having problems.
Disable.
Hold up, let's try this.
I only want.
Okay, say something. I disabled sound effects. Re-enabled sound effects.
Hello.
No way. Did I just fix it? We'll have to do a little bit longer test though. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
No, it's still kind of buggy. I need to find out what's wrong.
Getting dropped frame.
What? I shouldn't be getting dropped frames.
Are you getting dropped?
No, I haven't dropped frames for a while.
It's probably just your end then.
Well, after the stream, I'll have to check and see what's going on.
I hear you perfectly fine on my end.
It could be my download speed that's just really, really bad right now. Yeah, it's gotta be my download speed. There's nothing else that should be affecting that. I'll do some tests after the stream. See if anything could be fixed. Apologies to everyone watching the stream. This is something I didn't expect to happen. It was working perfectly fine before, but it's now happening, and I can't control it.
Again.
What?
It's happening again because it. Fucking.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's starting to annoy me when this lag is happening.
Still there?
Yes, I'm still there. I'm focusing. And it's still lagging. I'm also trying to figure out what could be wrong with Discord.
Fuck.
Well, okay. Chances are
Traffic.
it's not my download speed, because I can see you perfectly fine. You're not lagging at all for me in the game. So the client must be screwed up some way. Damn traffic. Oh look, it's raining. Thanks for making all the traffic disappear.
You're not welcome.
It's all disappearing. Fantastic. Wait, what time is it in game? What the heck?
It's only. It's
My lights turned off while in the middle of a rainstorm. That shouldn't really happen.
no, the game doesn't think the rainstorm's there.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll fix that with a Crew 2.
Along with all these mission dashboards that they still haven't implemented.
Missing dashboard is working, you mean? You mean the ones that don't work?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Damn it, Discord, why you do this to me? Can you stop messing with Murcia? Leave him alone. Leave him. He was perfectly happy before you started touching him and petting him. He was sleeping.
Your dog.
My sister's petting my cat and not allowing him to sleep. That's not real happiness. He's being patient.
Yeah, Michael, I think it's you that's lagging. Because these cars are like spawning and wobbling back.
Am I session leader? Let's set you as crewmaster then. Okay, now what? Is it perfectly fine now?
No.
Well, it's reduced a little. It seems to be.
Oh
my! Oh, rip Arctic. What in the hell is Discord doing? Seriously, what are you doing, Discord?
Close Discord out.
Oh my god. Traffic!
Admin. As you crash into...
Let me quit out of Discord. Readying the felines. What the hell?
What?
It put me back in your server, even though I quit out of it.
You sure you quit?
I completely quit out of it. It actually took a couple of seconds for it to launch up, so somehow, someway, there is probably a bad connection. Let's just finish this. Let's get this done. I'll figure out what's wrong with it.
Alright.
Well, it seems like it's not doing it as often anymore after I restarted. I haven't cleared my cache out for a good while on my computer with C Cleaner, so that might cost something. I don't know. Before everyone starts typing in the chat calling me a professional streamer, for the record, I'm not a professional streamer. I do this for fun.
Professional streamer.
And the lag's back again. Oh my god. It's as if Discord hates me. Discord just hates me. This has never happened before. It's just this latest update that's just broken it entirely for me. First, the update didn't download properly, then I had to uninstall and reinstall it, and then I just broke entirely. Что ты тут орёшь? Что вы орёте?
you have your mic on?
What? Oh, I'll turn off in like 2 seconds.
Fuck. Wow, I crashed. Still puts me in the air.
I regret continuing streaming. Should have probably stopped after the first one, to be honest. After the first redrive challenge. Discord's being an ass right now. Background noise is ruining the stream, basically. I should probably just quit it.
I want to right now.
I guess I can't quit it because it's just causing right now there's just problem after problem happening. I mean, I reached the goal of my stream today, but I don't know.
If you want to keep
Nah, I think I'm gonna quit off right now. To be honest, everything's going wrong right now. And I need to work on trying to fix this. So, aborting. Wait. I'm not crewmaster. You're crewmaster, okay. So, yeah, unfortunately I'm gonna end the stream off a little earlier today than usual. Because, well, we're not receiving video data at a fast enough rate. Your viewers may experience buffering. Ensure connection is fast enough. So, yeah, it seems like my internet is
borked.
Kind of having some problems. Anyway, thanks for whoever came out to the stream today. I'll see you guys next time.
Right.